Guys, what's up? It's John. Welcome to my Starwarsnut77 channel, and I'm here with my good friend Justin. Justin, what's up, brother?
Hey guys, how you doing?
And today we're going to talk about kind of the recap of the Mandalorian Season 2.
Yep.
I, for one, man, I'm pretty sad it's over.
Same. It was a bit rough to watch that last episode, but it was worth it.
I love the ugly sweater, by the way.
Oh, thank you. Got it from a video game store.
Grogu. Yeah, nice,
Grogu,
dude.
yeah.
Well, yeah.
And just so you guys know, we are social distancing to do our part for,
of course,
the virus and all that. So
yes.
We want to make sure you set a good example for everyone. So.
2020 has sucked. However, I think the one bright spot I think we both agree would be the Mandalorian.
Oh, absolutely. That was a game changer for me.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I guess what we should probably start off with is, as a whole, how did you feel about it?
Well, going into it, I had pretty high expectations because I thought season 1 was awesome.
Same.
And obviously season 1 ended on a pretty, cliffhanger, right? Because we were really sure with what was going to happen. But
yeah, exactly.
I was pleased. I thought it was good. I mean, we saw Grogu I think every episode except for one, right? That was the second to last. That
was
episode.
the one where they were. Yep. Okay. Yep.
Right. So
I forgot the exact.
And that's what I'm dying to know. Season 3 is what's going to happen because my wife is like, dude, if there's no Baby Yoda, then
no one's going to watch
it. No one's going to watch the show. Although I'll still watch it. I know you.
I will too because we're nerds like that. So.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, I guess what we should do is just kind of recap what we saw and then discuss what we liked, what we didn't like, and then move forward from there.
Yeah.
So we'll start with season 1 or episode 1. I'm going to call it episode 1. I know that they are 9, 10, 11, 12, but we'll just call it that. Mm-hmm. So episode 1, we get to start it off and we see Mando on... Is it Tatooine? Yeah. He's searching for a Mandalorian on Tatooine.
Yeah.
And who does he find but a guy with Mandalorian armor, which is Boba Fett's armor.
One of my favorite episodes of the
season. That actually
honestly.
was one of my favorites too. Yeah. And what
was the name of the monster that they run into?
Oh, the Crate Dragon.
The Crate Dragon, which actually shows up on KOTOR, right?
Yeah, so what it was is actually that exact scene was literally out of KOTOR 1.
Yeah.
So where they use the banthas to lure out the Crate Dragon and blow it up and get the pearl. But yeah, no, that was fantastic. What was your favorite part of that first episode?
Man, first episode?
Yeah, first episode.
Dude, the very end when we see Boba Fett. And I didn't notice at first, man, because I know we watched the first episode together.
Yeah.
And you're like, bro, rewind it, pause.
Yeah.
And thank God I did that because I didn't catch it at first. I didn't know. I'm like, who is this guy? Because he's bald, he's lost his hair,
Yeah, there was no way to really tell, but then you see his face and the scar on his face.
Yeah,
and
man.
Definitive Jango Fett right there.
Yeah.
My favorite part, surprisingly, was when the banthas walked into the outpost to go and help out the. I got the chills during that part.
Imagine being the those guys. Okay, you're gonna go up and feed lure him out there. Can you imagine being that sand trooper?
Oh my God,
man, that'd be brutal.
Oh, it was so scary. But yeah, I think
same person. Not same
that what was his name? The
guy, kind of west.
Well, what was he? The sheriff.
The sheriff.
He was awesome, dude. He was a good character.
And that's the thing about the show I think I love. It's almost like a space western, bro. The first time they introduced him, they're in the bar, and it's almost like, dude, are they gonna brawl it out here in the bar?
Yeah, exactly.
But he's wearing Boba Fett, and you're like, that's right away, dude, that's Boba Fett's side.
Yeah, you could tell immediately. I didn't know what that weird tube thing was, but I guess that connects to his. I don't know what it is.
Has Boba Fett always had the red LED numbers light up?
I don't think they ever lit up before.
Because I noticed that this season.
Yeah, exactly.
I never noticed that before in the previous ones. But
and we also got to see them use the rockets on the back. That was wicked.
He used that quite a bit in the season.
That he did.
In almost every episode, he uses his fire.
Yeah. Well, I guess you can also say my other favorite part was the fact that he was inside the Crate Dragon and electrocuted him and then just set off that pulse grenade. And
that was a pretty cool move.
Yeah, that was the best one.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then there was episode 2.
Yeah.
That was filler. I mean, we know it was filler. Frog Lady.
And
the cool spiders from Rebels.
The spiders, yeah. That was a cool scene. I mean, at the end with the X-Wing fighters, the two guys, and they're like, what's going to happen? Because that big, huge spiders on top of his ship. And you're like, okay, someone's coming with X-Wing. Yeah. That was cool.
Yeah, what did you have a favorite part of that episode? I know what my favorite part was. That's probably the only good part in the episode.
I think my favorite part was when Grogu was eating the eggs.
You're such a sick person.
I'm just kidding. People got upset about that scene, though.
Come on, guys. He's a carnivore.
Yeah.
Yoda was the top of his food chain when he was at Dagobah.
Right.
I liked it when we got to see Dave Filoni again. He never talks. He just sits. He just is in the X-Wing.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
That was pretty
he's
good.
Just there hanging out. That's right. That's him at the end.
I'd call it an uneventful episode. Unfortunately, they started with the longest episode, and then they dropped the time down so much.
Right, 36 minutes-ish.
Yeah.
But I noticed a lot of 5 minutes of it's credits, so
exactly.
you see the images, which are cool.
True that.
And so the third one is where we meet
Bo-Katan?
Bo-Katan, yeah.
Bo-Katan and her groupies.
That was a cool... Who was a male figure? Because he doesn't show up later in the season. The last episode.
Yeah, I thought that was weird too. Yeah, I don't know who he was, but they were in Rebels. I think they were just shown. I didn't hear the name.
That was a cool episode, though. I thought when they took over on that ship and stuff. And
it made me feel like I was watching a cartoon again, man.
Yeah.
Seeing them go through and just kick ass down the hallway.
And the fact that they got the same actress who was a voice actress for Bo-Katan. I mean, that was
she looked good. She pulled it off, considering she was much older. Yeah, I think she did good.
You've got to watch, and shout out to you guys too. You got to watch Battlestar Galactica.
Yeah,
it's on Peacock, which is free with commercials. Mm-hmm. So I definitely recommend you check it out. Cause
you mentioned that
it's one of the best sci-fi shows of all time, honestly. And she's in that. She's one of the main characters in that. That's the only reason I bring it up. But yeah, I love. Still think Mandalorian is better than Battlestar Galactica. But,
Mandalorian is. I don't know how they did.
I was thinking the other day. I'm I probably put Mandalorian and then I'll probably Game of Thrones right underneath it. I don't know if you've seen Game of Thrones.
I've only seen the first.
Game of Thrones is good.
5 or 6 episodes.
And I'm a huge Star Trek TNG fan too, so that'd be my top 3.
Yeah,
sci-fi shows. But and then what's the fourth? Remind me what the fourth episode.
Well, we got to also say what was your favorite part of that episode?
Well, I think when so when they go on the ship and the guy I don't know his name, but he killed himself. He bites that.
That was wild.
That was a cool scene.
That was really wild.
That was a cool scene.
I like when they name dropped Ahsoka. That literally got me pretty good.
Okay, so that's the episode with the mysterious figure in the beginning, right? Of the episode, in the hooded.
Oh, so here's the thing. In that episode, we don't know who that person is.
I think it's Ahsoka.
Maybe it is. We'll have to find out because I didn't. I have
to go back and pause it.
We're gonna have to pause it and check, but I don't know if it was.
Ahsoka.
We also don't remember. We can't forget that the guys threw Grogu into the pit with the ant monster. That was bad. Right. That was sad.
And then he got trapped in there too for a while. yeah. That was messed up. That was messed
times.
Up. Yeah.
All right. Well, now go ahead with your. We were on episode 4 now.
Episode 4. Is that the one that was Ahsoka?
No, that's the one where they go back to with Carl Weathers and all them.
Oh, okay.
Carl Weathers.
Kind of another filler
Grief
episode.
Karga, yeah. The other filler episode, but the one where they discover the laboratory.
That's right, which is actually a pretty big discovery.
Yeah, that was a pretty big deal, because people are thinking that this is related to Snoke.
I think it could be Snoke, yeah.
And Emperor Palpatine as well.
Because in episode 9, you see kind of those tubes, kind of summer tubes with Snoke in it, and I think that's probably a pretty good guess. That'd be kind of crazy how they can tie that in.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then we see our blue friend from the first episode ever made. He's working off his debt.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
That was a cool episode. I
actually thought it was better than filler. I think it was pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, when they go up, my favorite scene is when they take that vehicle and they go off the cliff.
Oh my god.
That's towards the end. That was
wild.
Crazy cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the reveal of the Dark Troopers was kind of cool at the end of that one, where you see all the Dark Troopers. I don't know much about them in lore because I never played any games with them. But yeah,
they show up in the old video games. I think
it's right? Dark Forces.
Dark Forces, yeah. But they're in humans, and Moff Gideon mentions it, but they've evolved into now just
machines,
droids, right? So, but yeah, in Dark Forces they're actually just humans in super.
That's right.
Pimped up gear.
Interesting. Well, yeah. So that one, it was just a simple mission. You notice that Mando always has a mission to do whenever he does it. Mm-hmm. So now, what is that? That puts us at number 5.
That's Ahsoka.
A 5 is Ahsoka. Whew! What an episode that was.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's an important episode because that's where Mando gets his
staff.
Right? Yeah. That's where he wins that. That's a cool battle at the end.
Yeah, it was a very cool
battle.
Even
the beginning, man, when she's they're on almost like a fortress, right? And they're firing her in the forest, and
she just keeps disappearing, reappearing,
and stuff.
It's so Ahsoka. I'm gonna tell you this, but at the first glance, I already knew this going into the episode that nothing would please me with a live action Ahsoka because it's awesome.
Her tails are shorter than the cartoon.
That was a big thing.
A lot of people mentioned
but with the gestures, I thought you were talking about something else. But I'm just kidding.
Her boobs are smaller.
No, it was the just the face, and it's hard to replicate a cartoon. It's But as this episode went on, and as you see her personality come out, it fit perfectly. Just seeing her talk to Grogu, we find out Grogu's name.
I agree. I wish they would have gone with the original voice actress. What's her name?
Ashley Eccleston.
Ashley Eccleston,
yeah, dude, she's Ahsoka to me.
Yeah.
But Rosaria Dawson, I think she killed it. Anyways, it just took me a little bit to warm up to.
She's in like the Marvel spin-off TV series. Like she's in like.
Do you know which one? I watched.
Luke Cage.
Luke Cage.
She's in Luke Cage.
Okay, I haven't seen that one.
She dates like she's Luke Cage's girlfriend.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
So yeah, Luke Cage is it. Yeah, for sure. So, but yeah, I thought that was a really good episode.
Yeah,
one of my favorite episodes. I remember we texting you afterwards, like, dude, bro, that's like the best episode.
I think every episode
this entire season said the same thing
because he'd always watch it before me, a couple hours before I could watch it because I was working. But yeah, I'd say. What was your all-time favorite part of that entire episode? I mean, just the whole episode was incredible.
It's hard. I mean, I think when she... I mean, there's a lot of important things happen in the episode, right? Obviously, the staff, we mentioned that. But she mentions... I thought it was kind of interesting that she didn't want to take... we got Groku's name. Like, that was the first time we heard his name, right?
Yeah.
But it was... I felt it was interesting that she didn't want to take him under her wing. Like, I felt...
I thought that was weird,
didn't really dive into that much. But I think they're setting up... Obviously, she's going to have her own spin-off series, right?
Which we'll talk about that at the end, too.
Yeah.
Because that's going to be something else.
It'll be interesting what time frame that will take place. Will that be will be after Clone Wars or after Rebels?
That's what I'm thinking.
Like, I'm thinking maybe right after Rebels.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking,
between Rebels and Clone Wars.
That's pretty much. I'm thinking it's going to be the hunt for Thrawn because Thrawn
was name dropped. Episode, we skipped that on that one episode. He was name dropped.
Yeah, that was. I sat there and saw that, and I'm sure every nerd that's watched Rebels was just like, "Oh my gosh!"
You have to. I don't know, have you ever read the Heir of the Empire trilogy books?
No, but it's I did Secret Santa on Reddit, and they sent me the whole trilogy of the books for Thrawn.
You got to read it.
Yeah, I'm actually going to be reading them this week.
The original trilogy, and then I think he wrote like another trilogy, and he wrote 2 more. So there's actually like 8 books on Thrawn. But the original one I'm actually going through right now, and I'm listening to it on tape, actually, audio.
Oh, you are? It's the one with the one with Luke Skywalker on the cover and Thrawn's face.
Yeah,
that's the one I'm going to start reading this week.
Originally written in 91, and it's 5 years after Return of the Jedi, and Thrawn, like, it's where they introduced Thrawn and Mara Jade and like a bunch of really cool characters.
Yeah, interesting.
So you'll dig it, man. I'm glad you're reading that, because it's kind of like how the sequels, in my opinion, a lot of people think it should have been. Yeah. You know? Not that I didn't hate this. I didn't hate the sequels.
Well, I think what they're trying to do, and I'll mention more about this later, is they're really trying to bridge the gap between the prequels, or I'm sorry, the original trilogy and the sequels, to get more people to see, okay, now this makes sense. And I like it more. That's
what I love about Mandalorian, is they're actually, and Disney's been doing this a couple times, but they're actually tying in the prequels too, right?
Oh, yeah.
Bringing in Ahsoka. You know, it's really cool. And with new Obi-Wan series, we're going off topic here, but you know, Hayden Christensen's going to be Darth Vader, which is cool.
The girl in the we'll talk about it next.
But even bringing back the actor who was actually like Jango Fett playing Boba Fett is like, I think.
Well, one of the girl that's in one of the episodes is actually going to be in the cartoons.
Oh, really?
Yes. So she's going to be in Bad Batch, which comes out next year.
Cool. Cool.
Anyways, we'll move on, I guess. So there was just an epic episode all around. Episode 6. Let me remember which one that was. Oh, the one where he went on the stone. The one where we meet Boba Fett for real this time.
Oh, okay.
That's that episode. Yeah, I can't remember that one.
So episode 6 is where they meet Boba Fett for the first time. Well,
I don't know anything about that planet. I think it's one that they mentioned a long time ago, but it's just the one we've never seen.
Right.
Grogu doing his Jedi stuff.
Yeah.
That was pretty wicked.
Yeah.
Dad bod Boba Fett.
Yeah.
That was pretty epic.
Yeah. And that's that one where he's taken to at the end, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's one where he's kidnapped. Yeah. So
when they blew up his ship, though, that was crazy. Like
that was a sad moment.
Yeah, that was a sad moment.
Because I really wanted to get that ship.
And he's trying to get Grogu, like he's trying to grab him, and like, you know, from you know, that Jedi temple area, and like he couldn't do it. And, I just kind of had a feeling in episode 8 is when we're going to start seeing like a Jedi, you know, and sure enough we'll get dive in.
Yeah, I mean, well, because you know, during the time, me and John were speculating, okay, which Jedi is he talking to?
Right.
Which Jedi is he reaching out to? Because there's only a few Jedi that we can even think of in that time frame.
Right.
Which we'll go into that at the end as well.
Yeah.
But that was pretty wild. And seeing Boba Fett, we finally got our Darth Vader scene from Rogue One for Boba Fett. Just seeing him tear those guys apart.
Yeah.
And apparently that was all him.
Why is he wearing a kilt now, though? I guess he doesn't have the lower part of his armor. He just wears a kilt.
I think he still uses the armor, because remember, he actually used the rockets from the knees.
Okay.
I don't know why he wears a kilt.
It looks badass, though.
Yeah, it looks great.
I mean, it looks cool.
But then you get to see the slave one, and then he basically tracks down, you know, once the kid gets stolen, they find out where what the ship is, and he realizes Moff Gideon's ship.
Was it that episode where he had like he fixed his armor?
Next one.
Okay, that was episode 7, yeah.
Yeah. So I would say that was a pretty epic. I mean, every episode, it seems there was very little filler in this season.
Right.
But it seemed like they also tried to put a bunch
that was important too, because he teams up at the end, with Mando.
And the girl that's in this episode, if we remember season 1, this one that they forgot her name, but they were hunting her, and the sniper lady. Then you see someone try to go up to her at the end of that episode in season 1. That was Boba Fett.
She's in Agents of Shield, isn't she?
She is Agents of Shield.
Yeah.
Agent May and Shield.
That's right. But she plays. She's like half. She's got like a robotic stomach.
And she's the one that's in the Bad Batch cartoon, which is the continuation of Clone Wars.
Oh, okay.
It is a continuation. They said it. So you're gonna see Revenge of the Sith in the first few episodes.
Oh, wow.
Of Bad Batch. It's gonna be sick.
When's that coming out?
2021. I imagine it's gonna be soon though. Probably early 2021 because they've already got a pretty good trailer. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, we're gonna have a crazy year.
Yeah.
So then we get to episode 7. That was, it was like a very good episode. It wasn't like a whole bunch of crazy name drops or anything, but they're kind of getting ready.
That's where they get the guy from season 1. Right?
I think it's Bill Murray.
Prisoner. What's his name?
Bill Murray. Or is he the comedian?
Bill
I forget
Murray?
the name.
No,
no, Bill Burr.
Yeah,
whatever his name is.
That's right. So really cool scene. My favorite scene is when they're like in the cafeteria kind of talking.
Oh god, that's so cool.
The sergeant's like talking. He's like, I guess he was part of his platoon, and he's like, yeah, those guys' lives don't matter, and you could see how angry he was. And sure enough, he shot him at the end.
Yeah, and then Jin taking off his helmet.
Yeah,
and showing, and then the guy just nearly says, "I didn't see your face," and just give him his helmet.
Well, even carrying that cargo, that was super explosive cargo that they had, and
god.
That was a really fun episode. I thought.
And we actually got to see humanized Imperial troopers, real hero. One person I mentioned, I watched some Easter egg thing. That scene where they were talking at the table was like straight up out of that Inglourious Bastards movie.
Oh, really?
It's just like the beginning. It was like straight up crazy. Yeah, it was something.
And at the end when he blows up that ship,
that was so epic.
That was cool.
And they let him go, so you can guarantee we'll see him again.
Yeah.
So.
And the last episode, for sure, the last 20 minutes was my favorite moments in Mando. If not Star Wars in general.
You wrote me that morning, and I believe the term, he's like, I am shaking, or I'm shook right now.
Yeah.
By how epic that was. So
that's true. That's how it was. When I saw the X-Wing, though, I'm like, no way. Even my kids are 7, and they're watching it without, I always watch it twice, once myself in the morning, and again at night with the kids, and one of my sons was like, no way, Dad, is that Luke? And he knew.
So cute.
Because he could see the glove and and the hood, and the way they filmed it too, not only like just watching his action through the surveillance camera, that was really smart.
They did.
And the music in that episode, dude, the music is really good, and especially in this episode, it's like extremely epic.
Yeah.
And he just takes out those
Dark Troopers
like nothing. It was just.
Of course, he did the squeeze and actually compressed one of them. That was something else. So the thought process for me going into there, okay, I know Luke has the glove. I know Luke does the X-wing, but I thought it might have been someone else, and I was about to freak out if it was. But it was still really cool to see Luke. My thought process was, and I think I even texted you about this the night before, was that Ezra was going to show up. So if you haven't seen Rebels, this is your 3-second warning. This will be spoiled. This will spoil the end of Rebels. At the end of Rebels, they're hunting Thrawn, and Ezra goes through some time portal thing and ends up with Thrawn on his ship, and they use those weird hyperspace whales, gets to the ship, and sacrifices himself by shooting him and Thrawn God knows where in the galaxy. And so my thought process is that Ezra would show up, because it's been about 2 years since
Thrawn had shown it back up too. They're talking about Thrawn coming back.
That's what I'm saying. So I didn't know who to expect. So I thought it was a fake out and it was going to be Ezra.
Right.
I knew the black glove was Luke, but but seeing him reveal his face, I was like,
cool. They used Mark Hamill's voice too for it.
Yeah, they did a good job.
Yeah,
people bash the CGI, but it's like, who cares?
Yeah,
it looks epic.
Yeah, you get the idea. Yeah, I wonder if we'll see more of him in season 3.
Doubt it, but it would be cool if we did. I don't
think they want seeing Baby Yoda again. I would think, right?
Yeah, that was sad.
I think,
I definitely had some tears in my eyes at the end of that one.
So, what do you think is going to happen in season 3?
Season 3, I'm betting Mando's going to keep doing his thing. Luke's going to be unable to properly train Grogu, and they're going to cross paths again. That's what I think. Because we all know Luke's
he got the Darksaber. You got the black Darksaber, right?
Oh, that's right. He has the Darksaber.
And so
power struggle for
there's gonna be some power. Yeah, Mandalore. Yeah, there's gonna be.
Oh, there's a really important scene that I needed to discuss, because there's a discrepancy between this and Rebels, and I wanted to bring it to your attention.
Okay.
Rebels, Sabine Wren gives Bo-Katan the Darksaber. And just gives it to her. And she takes it. Whereas in this one, they're saying she has to earn it in battle. So, what do you think? Do you think she got it before, and as Moff Gideon mentioned, there was no legitimacy behind it, her having it, so they didn't care she was leader? Or was it just a mistake?
That would probably, the first 6 would probably have to be something they have to explain. I would think that.
Yeah, because that's going to be a tough one for them to
explain. Probably, I mean, Filoni is in charge of both, so surprised that he would even let that slip.
Yeah,
unless
so I think there's a reason. People on Reddit have been saying that that's basically what it was, is she got the Darksaber from Sabine, and they didn't respect her because it wasn't won by combat.
Okay.
So I'm guessing that that's what this is going to be.
Cool.
Trial by combat.
I agree.
So that was the only real big discrepancy I saw.
Overall, good season.
Incredible season.
Worth getting Disney Plus just for The Mandalorian alone. I'm excited for the announcements. You know, I'm sure you heard all the spin-off series are doing. And
we forgot the most important scene.
What's that?
The after credits scene.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So if you
guys... It's funny because I didn't even notice it. And then you're like, what'd you think of the end? I'm like, oh, look, Luke came back. You know, no, like, the end. And I'm like, oh, bro. So I come home, I watched it. And, yeah, I mean, straight up, Bib Fortuna... For the whole,
so
they recreated the whole Jabba's castle.
Yeah.
So the Book of Fett, of December. Will that be season 3 essentially? I can't imagine.
I don't think so. So I did some like Googling. So there is going to be a Mandalorian season 3, and then there's going to be a spin-off show called the Book of Boba, or Boba's Book, or whatever.
Yeah, Book of Boba Fett. But then also I read that Obi-Wan series is going to be only 6 episodes, and that's it.
That's it?
Yeah, because there was originally going to be a movie.
Oh, they're going to do 6 episodes as a movie.
They're just going to do like 6 episodes, and it's going to be like
See, I'm cool with that, because if you let things go too long, they get bad.
But he's also, a hermit on Tatooine. How much action can there really be? So I'm really curious on how they...
I imagine it's going to be his right as he starts.
Will we see like a young Luke?
Maybe.
Right? Maybe. I mean, I'm curious what other characters we're going to see.
They could continue Luke Skywalker with that Winter Soldier guy.
Right, the actor?
I think he could totally pull it off.
He could totally pull it off.
If you guys haven't seen the side-by-side comparison...
It's like uncanny.
Just look up Winter Soldier, Luke Skywalker.
You're right. You could totally... Sebastian... What's his last name?
I forgot his last
name. First
name.
Sebastian. But yeah, he's... Yeah, man.
So essentially, we got the Ahsoka show, right?
Yep.
I'm going to bet that's where you're going to see Sabine Wren and Ezra. They're going to find Ezra.
Okay.
That's what I'm betting. I'm betting it's going to take place because Filoni said they were going to do it eventually. Yeah. They're going to find Ezra and continue Rebels, basically.
Yeah.
Bad Batch is supposed to continue Clone Wars.
Love it. Same kind of animation. I haven't seen the trailer yet. I need to see it.
Oh, yeah. Same
animation?
Same animation.
Yeah,
it's literally what it does is at the end of the trailer, it shows the Clone Wars symbol, and then it fades out, tears up, and then it says Bad Batch.
Cool.
So it's pretty cool.
Love it.
Echo's in there and all that.
Oh,
it's cool. Sick.
Well, I love the Easter eggs, like in Rogue One, how he put Chopper in there, and you can see the Ghost. And
did you see the Ghost in the last episode, episode 8?
No.
You could see it for a split second. When he lands to talk to Bo-Katan, you see the Mandalorian ship, and to the left of the screen, you see the Ghost.
Really?
Yep, you can see the front of the
Ghost. Dude, that gives me chills.
I know, right?
I know, that's awesome, man. Cool.
So, and I imagine one of these shows we'll see Harrison Dula. We probably won't see Kanan Jarrus, unfortunately, because he's dead.
Yeah.
But then we got the Alkalite show. Maybe something to do with Darth Maul. I don't know.
I hope they continue the story. I'd love to see Disney do is I love Solo. I'm like one of the few people who actually.
I love Solo.
Solo.
We both. Yeah.
I'd love to see like more Maul because he's my favorite character. I'd love to see the continuation of that story about
he's awesome.
What was her character?
Kira.
She was also in Game of Thrones.
Yeah,
interesting enough. But I would love to see like that storyline of like.
I hope they continue it.
That would be awesome, and that'd be cool to do a series. I'm okay with TV shows right now. Kind of filler movies are great, but I'm okay weekly having that episodic.
Oh yeah, because we get the same feeling of
and the quality is good, man. Like so many comments. I did a poll on my Twitter, and I said, "Did this kind of save Star Wars?" And like 85% of people said yes. Mandalorian. Not that and I'm on the boat where I like Star Wars regardless, right?
Same.
But man, this Mandalorian. If Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau took over the movies, imagine what we could see.
Incredible.
I mean, it's incredible.
I personally think Dave Filoni should just be in charge of all of Lucasfilm.
Well, he was a protege of George Lucas.
Yeah, he was. That's why everything he's the master.
Yeah,
he knows everything.
Yeah, for sure. So we got Gift Exchange. You want to do that? Or
let's do
anything else you want to talk about on the show?
Was there any other shows we missed? Oh, they're doing a Lando show.
A young Lando?
I don't know. I hope it's young Lando because what's his name did a great job.
Danny Glover.
Yeah,
get him to come back.
I would love to see him do that again. And was there any other ones?
I heard
New Republic.
There's like 15 different spin-offs.
It's crazy. They're going to do New Republic or Republic Rangers.
Yeah.
And then a droid show.
Well,
apparently.
Disney Plus right now is saving Disney. Like literally, like because the parks are closed and the movies industry is taking a dump.
Yeah,
because,
no.
You know, so I think.
Okay,
Disney
let's
Plus,
do our gifts exchange. Okay, so what do you think I got you?
Black Series. I don't know. Nice, dude.
This is the brand new Beskar armor,
Fast
Mandalorian.
Thank you, bro.
Exactly.
This is a hard figure to find.
Yeah, I'll tell you how I got it after
Yeah, how'd you find it?
I actually have a website now called 8bitkitty.com, store.8bitkitty.com.
Yep.
We were able to get these in stock, so I got a case of those. I was actually going to say in this episode, anyone that follows Starwarsnut77 or Gamester81, use the code Gamester81 in our store, and you'll get 10% off.
Thank you.
We're just doing that as a promo. But yeah, we just opened, so we got some Mando stuff, we got some other fun stuff. But this is a gift from me and my mother to you.
Thank you. I'll put a link on my Twitter. I'll tweet it out for you guys. I'll put a link on the video below, and that's a great deal, man. Thank you.
Of course, no problem.
You.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you. I wrapped this one myself, so I hope.
Oh, very, very nice. Let's take a look here. Oh,
it's the Amazon exclusive.
Oh man,
only available on Amazon. Dude, I love the packaging.
Look at that.
Look at the detail.
Well, yeah, guys, so the hell is your thoughts? I want to know what everyone's thoughts are about Mandalorian. I'm always down to talk about it, so maybe we can start up a conversation on Twitter, and we can discuss it, see what you think. Tell us your thoughts. What do you think is going to happen in the next season? Things like that, so.
I'm excited. We don't know when Season 3 is going to happen, though, do we?
Christmas-ish, I think.
So it's going to go alongside Boba Fett, then, essentially?
I guess, man. I don't know.
Hey, 2 Star Wars a week. I'm okay with that.
I'm cool with it, too.
Plus a cartoon, hopefully, right? Plus
exactly.
Yeah, that's awesome.
All right, guys. Well, I got nothing else for you. Have a happy holiday season. Happy Life Day.
Of course.
Stay safe, please. Stay safe.
May the Force be with you guys.
May the Force be with you, too.
Take care.
Take
Bye.
care.